What's up, everybody? It's Igo, and we're back at it with another episode of Xenoblade 2. In the last episode, I believe what happened? We had Hayes' funeral, and we talked to the Preator, and I believe we're going to talk to the Preator again currently, I believe the idea is. I apologize for not posting the past couple of days real consistently. I've been pretty busy recently, but I'm doing my best. We're getting as many videos out as we can.
But once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're travelling with Shell-led you? Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
He
Look
is
at Zeke,
quite
not
useful
so great.
in battle,
Bet we
I will
shipwrecked
say.
by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clowns, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese. The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal.
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble. Don't really like to brag about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really?
Oh, hey, I miss
Then why
Hayes.
don't you seem to have any others?
Hayes is such a
Blades,
great
that is.
character. It's unfortunate we can't play with her as a blade in this
Driver though I
portion
may
of the
be,
game.
I am no fighter.
You can use her in Torna,
Besides,
which is
I
super
find the
awesome.
warrior
If you
monks
don't
here
have
so
Torna, by the
reliable.
way, I would
They get the
suggest
job
picking it
done.
up. It's absolutely fantastic.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty and nostalgia. Who can say? Perhaps both.
Is that really all there is to it?
You don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
Don't bother to answer any questions. Bit
I
useless.
guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
Oh, wrong button. Now, Tantal, I remember, has a lot of walking when you first get there. So Zeke was absolutely right about that. So we'll have a good bit of walking to do. Now, Tantal's kind of different from a lot of the other towns. A lot of the Titans are very heavily wooded or forested areas. Are they? Well, yeah, even the Arthurian archipelago is pretty woody. Although it's a little different because it's got the cave system and it's all up in the cloud sea floating up in the air. But with Tantal, it's just a lot of snow. You also get to fight the Sea King Ken there. He was one of the first, like, really high level, I guess, super bosses, although there's not necessarily super bosses in Xenoblade 2 that I fought in the game. And he's not too bad. He's not terrible to fight. What's going on here? I don't remember this cutscene.
Tension seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Morardain and Uriah.
A summit? You mean about the recent penship? But I thought...
Didn't Preator Amalthus get 'em to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indol not to be privy to.
Besides, Uriah doesn't like to associate too closely with Indol. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to keep up appearances, you know?
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates! Anyway, this summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed, she has much to attend to.
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. Of course, I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well, then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, Your Majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Acting Chairman Nira.
Sorry for
I
intrusion.
like Hugo. He's a good
Is
king.
emergency, so Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Well,
I have no clue what they're talking about. I genuinely don't remember. Because it has been 2 years since, I got the game when it first came out and played it, and then haven't played it since. And so doing this playthrough again, there is a lot I remember, you know, the main important big scenes and things like that. But there's a couple of minor details that I've forgotten. So it's fun to play through the game again and kind of re-experience it.
So, we can make our way to Tantal from here. I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shaled.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's leaving anyone? She's got her own priorities, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
I guess I know how you feel, chum. Huh? Speak of the devil.
Perfect timing. Love those two as here. Morag and Bridget are just like a perfect pair blade driver combo.
Bana's going for the summit.
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
War's good for business, after all. I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
Why, that little? I was wondering where he'd slunk off to. What a sneaky git.
It seems Acting Chairman Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Yep, we're essentially mercenaries
Oh,
now.
I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
I'm not forcing you. If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this, if you thought you could handle it on your own.
I suppose not. You know Bana as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
According to Acting Chairman Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
giant weapons.
Got it.
So,
Besides,
Giant Violet
you know,
2.0?
We've got our own score to settle with him.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Leave it to us.
Yep, Morag, just leave us with your problems again, as usual. Just cleaning up your mess. It's totally fine, though. I like Morag and Bridget. I don't mind. So let's talk to a few people, shall we? Okay, so we've gone around town, kind of talked to some people, and what we've figured out from talking around with some guards, some citizens of the town, is that we've come to believe that there are Turken who are going to attempt to poison the leaders of Mor Ardain and Uriah, and that's most likely going to be happening from Turken chefs, we are assuming, who are going to poison the main dish. So our goal now is to go and stop them before they can do that. Let's just hope we make it in time, yeah? Ooh, I wonder what's in there. Big robot? Alright, let's make our way through the hangars. It's always a hangar.
Hey, look what I found!
Armory
Well
or some
done.
other place we gotta do a lot of walking inside of. Gotta say, I was never a big fan of like searching through these like giant ships. Oh, here's our Turken chefs. There's most likely poisoned food. Our goal is to
Stop everything! Hold it!
What?
Don't play dumb! Poison! That food is poisoned!
Poison? You kids crazy in brains.
We're past talking! Quick, grab them!
Yeah!
Let's do it. Battle time.
I'll take you all on.
Oh, these guys will be easy. Well, that was easy.
Please wait.
Uh-oh.
Papoonin! What are you doing here?
What silly question. It's Papoonin who hire world-famous band of gourmet chefs, fire dragons.
World famous?
Gourmet chefs.
Oops.
Mor Ardain, very insistent, want only very best food for important summit. Papoonin work wings to bone finding chefs, and now what this?
Oops.
So you mean...
These guys are just a bunch of cooks.
I did think they were not putting up much of a fight.
Then this food is actually...
Delicious! I could eat this stuff
That's our
forever.
thumbnail right there. Always works. Zeke's the
What's
best.
friend doing? Very expensive food now go to waste.
Sorry! We really did think they were here to murder someone.
Murder? What this nonsense friends talk? I demand compensation. Friends have no idea how much time and money Papoonin spends on this.
We don't got time for that, mate.
An explosion?
We got bigger problems.
From where?
Hey, what's going on?
Explosion in the hangar! Right when everyone was busy with Queen Rakura's arrival. It's really bad.
Go into the hangar, shall we?
The Queen is here. This is it.
Rex, we need to hurry.
They're after
Yeah.
the Queen, yeah. Let's get running.
Hey, wait!
Yeah, we can worry about you later,
No running
Papoonin.
away! Compensation!
It's not fun. Compensation. Money, it's all they ever care about. Well, that was a short walk. And what do we have to fight? I know it's a giant robot of sorts. Yep, it's Big Lila.
Who are you, villain? Is this some underhanded Ardanian trick?
Wrong! But also right. Truth is complicated. Anyhow, here is where Queen died. If it looks like Queen killed by more Dane, me in the money again!
That voice. Bana from the Argentum Guild.
Yup.
Correct! Top box for the Queen!
But you were unseated as chairman.
It's not so easy to get rid of Bana. Trade Guild of Argentum belong to Bana, down to last screw, last drop of oil!
Hold it, Bana!
Time to kick some giant robot butt.
Nah! Bana not let Rex interfere with plans! Again and again! Bana not stand for this!
Master Pan, that artificial blade.
It... Rosa! Meh. Tora feel much greater power than before. Especially from mark on forehead.
I like how it's a giant
What's
G.
going on?
Hey,
What's
Hugo.
that?
Even Emperor comes straight to Bana. Convenient little mob to play.
Come on, Bana.
Yeah, except the leader of
Cut the bad guy
Moradane can
talk and
actually
accept
fight.
You've lost. You know you won't get away with it. What with all these witnesses here?
If Bana simply kill everyone, then nobody blah.
He's right.
Victory of Bana
The
is
Lord I let him do that. He
assured.
should be pretty easy to beat.
You know we can't let you do that!
We're actually
You think you
through
handle
pretty
the
much all of
power of
the more
crazy
difficult fights in the game. Because once you get in a later game, you're powerful enough and you have a large enough understanding of the blade system and the game's fighting system to just use it. Ah, fighting music. Has a little change to it, yeah.
Here's Poppy.
Thundergale, let's go. Pouch expansion set. Oh yeah. Cheddar cheese.
How? Even Giga Rosa defeated by these nasty meddling kids.
This ends here, Bana. You are under arrest. The Praetorium will handle the judgment. Assassination is a serious matter. Your sentence will be harsh.
So the mercantile genius Bana meets an inglorious end before my very eyes. Pitiful.
Bana is... Bana is not kind of man to go down like this. If I go down, I take you with me. Watch out!
Igion! As you wish.
Niall Ardenek, you sought to protect us?
I'm glad.
Majesty!
Hugo, no!
Majesty! Your Majesty, please, no!
Your Majesty, I have failed you.
Like I said, after the haze thing, it's
Can't be.
all downhill.
To protect us, you...
It's unfortunate. It's kind of
Please
heartbreaking.
Wake up. Niall!
We lose Haze, we lose Hugo.
Niall!
The game only escalates from
Morag.
here. But that's part of what makes it good.
Dromark,
Yes?
distract the others.
Distract? I'm not sure No. My lady, you cannot.
There's still time. Hurry!
Yes, my lady. There are more of them!
Where?
What'd you say?
This way! The rest of you should get to safety.
Chum!
I'm on it.
The music just brings creates a little well in my eye. We're about to learn something very special here.
You are...
Shh. You're gonna be fine.
We just learned something very, very, very special. And it's one of my favorite parts about Nia that just really rounds out her
imagined
character.
it? You got us all in a proper tizzy.
My apologies. I thought I spied silhouettes. I did not mean to cause trouble.
Hey! Huh?
Hey, you guys! His Majesty the Emperor is awake.
What?
Can it be?
I like how she doesn't actually
Majesty?
physically touch him to help him up.
I apologize for making you worry.
Majesty! It's a miracle.
When Aegean returned to his core, I was certain we had lost you.
Honestly, you call yourselves soldiers. First aid? Anyone heard of it?
But his wounds...
Just scratches. Nothing me and Dromark can't handle.
You saved... Thank you, Nia. I truly don't know how to... I will never be able to repay you for what you...
Oh, don't sweat it. Let's just say you owe me one. That'll do fine, right?
Nia.
It all ends well, yeah? Beautiful. All the Xenoblade games just kind of touch my heart, except for X. X touches me in a little bit of a different way. I get my giant mecha robot fix. But Xenoblade DE, or I should just say Xenoblade on its own, and then Xenoblade 2.
You shouldn't
have
be
much
up.
more touching stories.
It's only been one day. Please don't strain yourself.
Half a day off and look at all this paperwork. I swear, it's like they don't want me to sleep at all.
Majesty.
Special Inquisitor, I hereby issue you new orders. It is my wish that you travel with the Aegis as an emissary of the Empire.
Heck
Guard
yeah,
her
Morag officially
and
added to
defend
the
her
party.
against her enemies until she reaches Tantal.
I mean, she's already part of the
Guard
party,
the
but a little bit an
Aegis.
extra.
I've already discussed it with His
confirmation to it.
Eminence.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I cannot accept. Just think about what happened yesterday. It would be sheer foolishness for me to leave your side.
Is that so?
Huh?
I can see it in your eyes. It's clear that the Aegis, or rather, that boy, has made a great impression on you.
That's not... I am your Special Inquisitor. Ensuring your Majesty's safety is my only concern.
Oh, come
To
on,
abandon
Morag,
that
be a
duty
little
and go
more
traveling... Is this... Aegeon's?
A driver who cannot even protect himself is no driver at all. Yesterday's events have made me keenly aware that I have no aptitude for it. It will be of more use in your hands.
Majesty.
The world is changing, Morag. I trust you more than anyone to lend that boy the wisdom and strength he will need. I miss it, you know. Lake Util and Gormott.
What?
Remember when the two of us would shake off the servants and go swimming there?
Yes. Of course.
Kids from the nearby village would come too. Good times.
Majesty.
Hard to see and
If
imagine
more Ardain...
Morag being a kid.
No. The whole of Allrest could be like that again. Wouldn't it be beautiful?
Is that my new duty then?
In truth, it should have been you sitting in this chair right now.
The Imperial line has always passed from father to son. On the day your Majesty was born, that's exactly what happened. I knew that day would come. It came as no surprise.
You were raised by my father to take the throne of the Empire, as befits the daughter of my Lord Uncle Andric.
And I am grateful for it. If not for him, I would never have met Bridget. Never have met them. I'd have missed out on so much.
There. Those are your true feelings. A magnificent power resides in you. Morag, power like yours exists to be used.
Niall.
You've been tied down long enough. Follow your heart, Morag Lidair.
I have no words. Thank you, Your Majesty. Very well then. I hereby accept the task you have assigned to me.
That's the Morag I know and love. Make me proud.
Who doesn't love Morag, though? Morag's great. There we go.
So that's how it is. It seems our paths continue to entwine.
That's awesome news. To be honest, I was really hoping there was some way you could stick around. I was just thinking of asking you myself.
Saved you the trouble, did I?
That you did. Thanks a bunch, Morag.
Morag smiling. A rare sight. A rare sight.
I can't help but feel that in all the confusion surrounding Bana, our concerns have been neatly swept aside.
The Praetorium maintains absolute control over blade distribution. It is quite vexing.
Awakening rates from natural cores are very low, which limits the pool of compatible drivers.
So to create large numbers of drivers, the cleansing Indol provides is a necessity. That much I'm willing to accept. The real problem is the fact that the Aegis has awakened. Now, this is no time to be squabbling over territory. If we misread the situation even a little, Uriah itself could be sunk to the Cloud Sea's bed. Emperor Niall must surely be thinking the same thing. That's why he sent his precious Morag to shepherd them along.
And now we find ourselves in their debt.
Who could have predicted such an act of selflessness? Was it just the passion of youth? Or was it...
My liege?
In any case, for now we should keep our troops mobilized while we monitor the situation. I hardly expect Tantal will comply with the Praetor's plan so easily either.
Yeah, Zeke's old man is a little stubborn and rough around the edges, to put it lightly, I suppose. Alright, we're going to end that episode here today, and thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.